a.m.
San Diego's premier metro guy, the 10news.com A-list.
Hi.
Hi.
I got your message. I assume you're done with the divorce papers.
Yeah, I'm finished with them. See? All done.
Please tell me you're kissing her goodbye.
It's none of your business, Claudia.
Oh, sure it is. If I have to make sacrifices for this family, so do you, little brother.
The retaliation is well underway, and excellent progress is being made.
I need specifics.
Look, I'm glad Jason showed up when he did, but that's definitely where we're gonna leave it.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Elizabeth will freeze him out sooner or later.
No, she will not. She's crazy about him.
I have been watching her operate for years. Trust me, okay? I mean, I got all the blame for breaking up her and Lucky, and I wasn't innocent, but I wasn't alone in the situation either.
I'm just glad everyone survived.
I think if Elizabeth hadn't been so cold to Lucky, they might still be married.
The fire at the diner has attracted the press. Confusion is setting in. Looks like the public sentiment is turning against Corinthos.
What about the girl who saw too much and called the police?
Not to worry. She's being handled.
Come on, Jason is a stud. You guys were together for a long time.
Did you just call him a stud?
You're dodging my question.
I am not. Jason rescued me. End of story. You are reading way too much into almost nothing.
Almost nothing. See, there's something.
Stop. Not gonna happen.
Somebody please help me! I'm drowning here! Please, somebody let me out!
Okay. You all right? Anybody else in there?
A woman. Olivia something. Well, that was a quick break.
I met Jason, and there was a situation. He had to leave.
Well, that seems to happen a lot with Jason.
Look.
Patrick.
Yeah.
You could go a little faster.
No, you're all right.
Do you want me to take Robin down to the garage? You can bring the car around?
No. Too many fumes in the garage.
Well, you guys can just wait in the lobby.
Are you kidding me? There's too many sick people in the lobby.
Okay, doctors. Here's the plan. First, you're gonna sign these papers so that you're officially out of this hospital and out of my hair. Then, if you don't find a way to get her onto the elevator, I will push her till the lobby and then onto the sidewalk, and you can figure it out from there.
You know, you could be just a little more supportive.
Oh, you guys, she's beautiful. Take her home and celebrate and then get some sleep because we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay because the baby manual thing said that newborns sleep like 12 hours, so we should be fine. And you do have the manual.
Yeah, I have it right here, and my mom made up the food and all of that, so.
Do you need me to push all three of you onto the elevator?
No, I'm just thinking, what if the elevator like stops in between floors or something?
Well, I mean, I can't take the stairs, but I can go down the elevator and I can meet you in the lobby.
Okay, I'm being a little ridiculous right now, aren't I?
It gets easier, I promise.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Bye, Emma. Take a deep breath, you guys. Relax.
Yeah. We're gonna be okay.
We're gonna be better than, we're gonna be great. I hope.
Ripping up the papers is not going to change the reality of the divorce now, is it, Carl?
I don't want a divorce. I never have, so I'm gonna fight it.
Fight for what? We have nothing left to fight for.
We love each other. That's more than what most people have, and I'm not gonna throw it away.
Really? Because I gave you a choice.
No. You gave me an ultimatum and a
No.
very impossible situation,
I gave you a
Jax.
choice. I gave you a choice. You could either alibi Sonny, or you could get back together with me. Now, you chose to give Sonny an alibi in the police station in front of everyone and told everyone that you slept with him the night Karpov was murdered.
It is not
so you
fair
made a choice.
for you to expect me to put the father of my children in jail. I didn't sleep with Sonny, and you
whether
know
you
that.
slept with him or not, it really doesn't matter because I don't care. Why should I care?
You don't care. Is this about your anger towards me or about you grieving over Jerry?
No, leave Jerry out of this. Jerry has nothing to do with this, okay? This has nothing to do with grief, Carly. You have chosen Sonny over me from the start. I should have gotten out of this relationship a long time ago.
You know, maybe if you had children or if you stuck around with someone long enough before you walked away,
Are you
might
saying that
realize
I don't
things
love
have
Michael and Morgan? Is that what you're saying? That they're not the hardest thing about this divorce for me?
Then don't do it.
Oh, sure, Jax. Just don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't walk away from Michael and Morgan. Don't walk away from us. I told you that I was sorry that I lied to you about Sonny being at my house. I am sorry.
You see, this is why I want out of this relationship. Because Sonny's life is chaos and you can't seem to stop yourself from getting drawn in. Okay? I just don't want anything to do with it anymore, Carly. I really don't.
Really? How many times have you changed your mind about this divorce? How many times? And I'm supposed to just agree to it? When all I did was try and save the life of Morgan's father, that's it? I didn't mean to hurt you, Jax.
You never mean to hurt me, but you always do.
You didn't have to show up at the police station and watch me alibi Sonny. You didn't have to do that. You could have let me do what I needed to do, and then we could have met later.
You just want me to turn my back on reality. Is that what you want me to do?
We want to be together. That's the reality. And the worst thing I could do right now would just be to throw it all away. And I'm not going to do it. I am going to contest this divorce.
On what grounds?
You'll see. Diane, do you have a second?
I have to get to the boutique before it closes. They're having a shoe sale.
I will ask them to keep it open longer. Do you have a minute, please?
Why?
It's about my divorce.
Oh, good. Oh, you finally decided to haul his gold-plated Aussie ass to the cleaners. Well, I'm right behind you.
I'm going to contest it.
Yes, of course you are.
Yeah. It's a little ridiculous.
Well, we'll just see about that. Okay, here's the deal. The clock starts now, and in addition to my regular fee, I get, let's say, 20% off of anything in the boutique and as much time to shop as I need after it closes.
Deal. As my attorney, will you please explain to Jax why we will be fighting this divorce?
Oh, yeah, please. Go ahead. But before you do that, let me just say that Carly has been unfaithful to me on 2 occasions that I know of, and she's still very much involved with her ex-husband. So please, knock yourself out.
You should thank your lucky stars that this woman is even willing to speak to you, much less want to stay married to you. You have been a disastrous husband in every way, and I can prove it.
Okay, I admit I had fun with Jason, but that is it. That's all it was.
You almost got blown into a million pieces at the harbor, and you're gonna call that fun.
Yes, I am. It was a total rush. You have no idea what it's like to be running on this boat and then jumping off, and then you hit the water, and then... No, I wasn't scared because when I hit the water, it was freezing. I knew I was alive, and then I looked over to my left, and there's Jason. I'm like, sweet, we pulled it off, and we swam to shore.
It was just
awesome.
like old times.
No, it was a rush, and that's it. Working outside the lines, it's where I feel most comfortable, the most connected, and the adrenaline. Oh my God, I need it. You have no idea. And after this experience, it just, it makes me want it more.
More adrenaline or more Jason? Or both?
Will you stop it? Jason and I work well together. We like barely even know each other anymore. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was just able to find you in the middle of the harbor at
Yeah,
night.
you want to know how? Tracking device that Spinelli planted.
Yeah, but you and Jason, you don't even have to talk to each other, and you survived the bad guy and an explosion, and he was able
You
to...
are reading way too much into this.
Look, I might be overstepping my bounds a little bit here, but I think you should be honest with how you feel. And does somebody else have a key to your apartment?
Ann? You all right?
Lucky. I'm right glad to see you.
Me too. We completely staged your whole breakup. We've been together all along.
I won't fight with you, Claudia.
Then don't. Leave with me instead.
Lulu's family own this place. She practically grew up here. It's been a rough night for her, and I need the help.
Do I need to remind you that Lulu would not be standing here if I hadn't got up on the stand and lied to save her?
I will always appreciate what you did for me.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't do it for you. I lied to save my brother. It had nothing to do with you, aside from the fact that you put him and pinned him against Logan, which probably caused the fight in the first place.
Okay, look. There is no doubt at all that you saved me and that you saved Lulu. For whatever reason, it was a bad situation for everybody. Can we just leave it at that?
I'm just reminding you here, John, what happened and what you have to lose.
I know what's best for me, Claudia. You do not get to tell me how I live my life, and I won't tell you how to live yours.
Oh, good. I'll mention that to Rick Land.
That's a completely different situation.
No, it's not. It really isn't, John. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm going to marry Sonny Corinthos.
Okay. I get that you guys have a secret language code and that, you know, I don't understand half of the things that you say, but there is no way that you're going to be marrying Sonny Corinthos.
Why don't you explain to your little girlfriend here that that's the way things work in our world? That's why she'll never belong.
Olivia!
Is everyone out? Mr. Corinthos, what up?
Unbelievable. Stupid. Practically un-American.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Sorry. Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Well, I know it's illegal to text and drive, but maybe it should be illegal for you to text and walk.
I'm sure you're probably right, but I'm glad that I caught you actually because it saves me a trip to Windermere.
Really? Windermere?
Yeah.
Really? You're on your way to Windermere? Well, should I call Alfred and have him throw something together for dinner?
Well, I don't think you have to call the butler just to make arrangements for to set a date and make plans.
What? I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Look, I know you feel awkward about this, and look, I don't blame you. I totally understand, and technically, I'm not really for the situation because it's against the law and fraud, but look, there are real criminals out there, and you are not one of them, and you should not be deported.
Once again, you've completely lost me.
Don't worry about it, and I will marry you.
Have you, or have you not, left my client alone for extended periods during the course of your so-called marriage?
Yes, I have.
And was one of these periods after an incident where Carly's eldest son was grievously injured and she needed emotional support?
Oh, she found her own support.
Meaning a one-time only, deeply regretted tryst in the back of a limousine with her ex-husband on the worst night of her life. Haven't you promised to stay in this marriage and then walked away repeatedly?
Oh, yeah. It may look that way.
It does.
But I've had good reasons.
Conversely, haven't you sworn that you wanted out of this marriage and then completely changed your mind
I have
repeatedly?
done everything I can to make this marriage work.
Well, I'm going to have to check my calendar, Mr. Jackson, and I will. But my best guess is that you have been absent, physically and otherwise, for almost as many days as you've actually lived with my client since you got married. So how on earth would you know if this marriage is working or not? And let's just face it. Isn't it easier just to blame Carly for everything as opposed to staying in this marriage and making it work?
That's good. That's really good. But did you forget that Carly swore at the police station that she slept with Sonny last night? I mean, you were there, right?
Is my client living with you at the present time? Haven't you told her ad nauseum that you want a divorce? Why on earth would you care who she's sleeping with?
Because we were still married and we had a chance of getting back together.
Oh, why? Because
Now,
you
there's
deigned
absolutely
to
zero
drop in
chance
on
of
her
that.
uninvited? Let's face it, Jax, you've pretty much done nothing but walk into and out of this marriage pretty much from the start. My client is a saint for wanting to contest this divorce, whereas any other woman in her right mind would be hauling your butt to the cleaners. You love her. Stay married. Make it work, Jax. Or be prepared for the fight of your life. The boutique closes in 4 minutes.
Right.
True sale.
I don't take sides. No. You look like you'll be a nun.
Okay, what happens between me and Lulu is our business, not yours.
Do I have to remind you that I could tell at any time what really happened? And Lulu here would be charged with first-degree murder.
Why would you even
There's
say
no
that?
evidence, and you'd have to say that you lied at Johnny's trial. No one will believe you anyway.
Oh, they'll believe me, little girl. Trust me.
Why can't you just leave us alone?
I'm just wondering, when are you going to tell her what it really means to be a Zakara?
You can live your own life, Claudia. You don't have to buy into whatever our father's selling.
Sure I do. And so do you, John.
You need to get a life and stay out of ours.
I don't know what Johnny's told you, Lulu, but when the time comes, he will make whatever sacrifices necessary for the family. Just like I'm doing with marrying Sonny Corinthos. It's just business.
I don't know why you're even talking about that.
See, John knows his life belongs to our father and our family business.
I don't have to listen to this.
What, you gonna follow her around like a puppy dog all over town?
Deciding to live my life for me.
Okay.
Maybe you can do the same.
I'm actually really glad that you and Sam are still together. I think you guys are good for each other in a way, especially if you can get those charges dropped against her. They came out wrong. I should go.
Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for bringing the coffee, and I really enjoyed Girl Talk.
Lucky. Elizabeth and I had a fight yesterday. Your name got tossed around.
Don't worry about it. We're way past that.
Sometimes you think you're over something, and then some super intense experience just brings it all back.
Yeah, it was really good hanging out with you.
Hope you're happy. With Sam. Or whoever.
Bye.
Bye.
What was that about?
I just think Maxie's trying to get used to the idea that underneath it all, she has a really good heart.
Yeah, I don't think I'm quite there yet. It's work. Spencer. Okay, I'm on it.
No.
There's a fire at Jason's coffee house.
Oh, is anyone hurt?
No, I'll find out.
Her name is Olivia Falconer. She's collapsed in the back office.
Hey, so listen, I'll see you in a little while, okay? You're gonna be all right.
So what do you know about this?
It was retaliation for Karpov. They put my father in the hospital. They burned down Kelly's. I heard about your truck yard. It's just the beginning. We have to hit back.
No. Not we.
Everything okay back there?
Yeah, we're good.
Is the car seat jiggling at all? It's not.
No, Well, no, I don't think so.
Okay, well, you sure it's attached properly? Well,
I don't know. This thing is just a little bit more complicated than the ejector seat on a fighter jet.
okay, you know what? Maybe I should pull over and have another look at it here.
That was a lame attempt at a joke. I hope we can get her out of this thing. It would be a shame if our little girl had to grow up strapped to a car seat in the back of a van. I can't believe you're driving a van.
Yeah, I bought it the day you stabilized. I thought it'd be a little bit of a, surprise.
Well, I'm definitely surprised.
Yep. Safest car on the road.
Honey?
Mm-hmm.
I think the speed limit here is 35.
Yeah, I know. I'm not speeding.
I know you're not speeding. You're going 15, maybe 18.
Okay, well, Robin, I just don't want to jostle you and the baby.
Okay, well, Emma and I appreciate that very much, but we'd also like to get home today.
Okay, 21, here we come.
I appreciate that offer. I really do. But honestly, I have a team of lawyers working on this thing, and I'm sure that they can come up with something better than you and I.
Oh, it's no problem. And according to these websites, you are in a serious bind. And no matter how fancy your lawyers are.
No,
And after all, you have saved my life on more than one occasion. The least thing I could do is make sure that you're not deported to some foreign country. So.
What? Where are you going?
Oh, you should see the list of errands I have to do. I mean, just because this is a marriage of convenience doesn't mean that it's not going to be done right.
But
Diane wouldn't want me talking to you.
You agree with what she said?
Not about taking you to the cleaners, but about you leaving when I need you, yes. You say that you don't want to live in chaos, but every time you leave and I don't know where you're going or when you're coming back, that's chaos for me.
I never thought about it that way.
I know I'm not perfect, but I have never left you and I've never once threatened to divorce you. I want this marriage more than anything.
But you can't stay away from Sonny.
I did not sleep with Sonny no matter what I told the police.
I know.
And I'm trying to remind myself that beneath all this anger and pain, you really want to stay married to me. That's why you can't make up your mind about the divorce. I need you to have faith in us and in our marriage because we love each other and we're good for each other, and I think we deserve another chance. Jax, so much is landing on you at one time. Did you talk to Lady Jane about Jerry?
She refuses to believe that he's dead. She thinks the phone call I got, the hang-up was his way of checking in.
Did you tell her about us?
No.
That's because you don't want this breakup any more than I do.
I just don't know how we can.
Jax.
So,
Carly.
hi.
Sonny and I have broken up. For good. The engagement's over. There'll be no marriage. So Sonny is all yours.
I gotta talk to my son. Just let me get my cell phone.
We're gonna get your phone as soon as we settle you into your room.
No, I gotta talk to him right now.
Do you want somebody else to call him for you?
No, if you call him, he's just gonna be upset.
Where was the fire?
It was down at the coffee house. I was there to see your guy, Jason.
Was he there?
I think he helped Sonny get me out of the building.
The only way to back off the Russians is to retaliate.
I wouldn't have to retaliate if you didn't go after Karpov. You started this. Do you know what this is going to cost the people who used to work for you, who used to trust you with their lives? What are you talking about? Karpov damn near killed me. He put weights on my legs. He stabbed me in the side. He threw me off a pier. If Carly wasn't there to get me out of there, I'd be dead. What does that matter to you?
As you can see, the evildoers have struck in a most heartless manner, and the Jackal feels that this inferno must be connected to the conflagration which destroyed the beloved Kellys and put the loyal father, Mr. Sir, in the hospital. That's what I'm thinking.
You should have known the truth wasn't gonna last that long. You sat on your hands too long.
Look what happened. Trust me. I will do whatever it takes to protect my people and my organization, and that means cutting all ties with you.
Hospital shockers. When Jason declares war on the Russian mob, 2 people end up dead. Only Soaps in Depth has a story that could mean the end of 2 of your favorites. Will Elizabeth be killed, or Sam, or Jason? Plus, is Maurice leaving? Get all the answers only in Soaps in Depth. On sale now.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Do you have the key?
I've been in the hospital on the verge of death. I don't think I have my key.
I got mine somewhere here. Come on.
Why don't we just call the super?
No, I have them somewhere here.
You know, I might have it, I don't know, in
hey.
my purse or something. Yay! Daddy found the key, Emma.
You ready? Got it?
Yeah.
Oh, come home, baby girl. So glad you're here, and you need to get some rest.
Yeah, I think I'll just feel better if I'm able to put my feet up.
Okay, give me a second. I'll be over there.
Help me take my shoes off. That would be great.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm still sore from the C-section, which means you're gonna have to do a lot of the heavy lifting around here for a while.
It's not a problem. We survived med school. We have a little baby handbook. How hard can it be?
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Ooh.
What?
I think she needs to be changed. Dad?
I gotta hand it to you, Carly. I mean, it took a while, and it probably helped that I got shot at the altar, but you did what you set out to do.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, really. You were so determined to destroy my relationship with Sonny, and everybody warned me how Sonny couldn't stay away from you. But I mean, really, who could? You're everywhere. And you seem to have this astonishing gift of showing up at the right time, in the right place, just making sure that Sonny needs you. Well, congratulations. I'm no match for Hurricane Carly. You just kept pounding away until you won.
It's so typical of you to blame me for your own failures. You're a bitter, pathetic snob who couldn't stop carrying a torch for her high school boyfriend. It's a little sick.
Jax, I sincerely hope that you're not being convinced in yet another round of reconciliation. I mean, Jasper Jax really doesn't settle for second best. Kate Howard?
This is Nurse Johnson at General Hospital. I'm calling to notify you that your cousin, Olivia Falconeri, has just been admitted.
What happened? Is Olivia okay?
Ms. Falconeri is being treated for smoke inhalation. Her injuries are not life-threatening, but she listed you as next of kin.
Okay, thank you. I'll be right there.
What's wrong?
My cousin, Olivia, she was in some sort of fire.
That woman is unbelievable. Saying that her breakup with Sonny is my fault, and then in the next breath, she's warning you to stay away from me? What the hell is that?
I agreed with what Kate said.
You were determined to get revenge, and now we're all gonna pay. I told you the Russians were just waiting to make a move. You wouldn't take action, and now you let everything get completely out of control. I gotta clean up the mess. Just stay out of the way.
But Jack is certain that any questions you may have can surely wait.
It's okay, Spinelli.
Do you have any idea how it started?
Just talk to my attorney, Lucky.
I came around. The place was on fire. It was trashed inside. You'll probably find the accelerant around the bar. The barista was beaten up real bad. I helped him out. Then I went inside Jason's office because there was a woman lying on the floor. Her name is Olivia Falconeri. They're both at General Hospital.
Any idea who started it?
No, I didn't see anything. I assumed they were after Jason.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm great. You look like you could sleep for a year.
I've done marathon surgeries. I've driven a car for hours on end, and I've never experienced anything like this before.
Maybe it'll get easier?
Well, the book said that she should sleep for anywhere from 12 to 18 hours a day. So.
Yeah, I think that might mean every other hour.
You know, I've never been really big on counting my blessings. I was a little too arrogant for that. But Emma changed that. And when I almost lost you, I honestly couldn't picture my life without you, so I prayed for a miracle. And you're here.
Oh.
Kidding me.
I cannot believe you're falling for Kate Howard's garbage. You know the only thing she's after is revenge.
Well, that is a matter of interpretation now, isn't it? Yes.
If she can't be with Sonny, she doesn't want you to be with me. I'm sorry, what's to interpret?
Everyone warned Kate about Sonny, partly because of the mob and partly because he always ends up with you.
What are you doing? I thought we were kidding, Sonny.
Yeah, so did I, but you could be very persuasive, and I almost forgot that you and Sonny will always end up in this dysfunctional dance, and the people who love you are the ones that get hurt.
Jax, Kate is just trying to get even, okay? She's probably gonna start throwing herself at you next.
No, Kate would never be that obvious. She would probably wait for me to make the first move. And perhaps I should.
Olivia Falconeri, monitor her blood oxygen levels. Keep an eye on her breathing. If, well, she doesn't have any headaches or nausea, she stays stable, she can go home tomorrow.
Did she happen to mention how she got caught in that fire?
I mean, to the medicine, not the drama. But if she's working for gangsters, what can she expect, right?
Sonny, I'm sorry to hear about that fire.
Sorry. I see Olivia Falconeri's on this floor.
That's right.
Are you her doctor?
I am.
Olivia Falconeri's doctor?
Yeah. Yeah, she's fine. Monitoring her smoke inhalation right now, but she'll probably go home tomorrow.
Room 1020 down the hall.
I have to get out of here.
It's none of my business. But if you're going where I think you're going, it's a bad idea.
Wasn't that serious, Sonny? You know how hospitals are. I'm fine. Yes. Yeah, you can reach me here in the morning at the same number. Okay. I love you, Dante.
Are you in a habit of lying to your son?
I'm sure what you meant to say was, hello, Olivia. I'm glad to see you weren't badly hurt. Nice to see you alive, taking in oxygen.
What were you doing at the coffee house?
I was arranging protection for my cousin with all that's going on right now, if you must know.
Protection, so you went to see Jason instead of me?
You got that kind of staff anymore?
Ouch.
Sonny, what were you thinking starting this war? You were in no position to fight, huh?
So now it's my fault. I just saved your life. At least you can show me a little gratitude.
Yeah, I'd show you a hell of a lot more gratitude if I was in the middle of some mob war that you brought down on all of us.
How shall Stone Cold address this grievous wrong? Rest assured that Jack will be at your service should you decide to take it to the mattresses, as it were.
It's mat. You take it to the mat like in wrestling.
Do you mean like in Greco-Roman or professional? Okay, just regardless, I am prepared to man up and assist if required.
Give me a second. Okay. I need you to go home. I need you to find out if Karpov has any connections to any major drug cartels, okay? I need you to see if you can find out about the Russian tattoos, find out who's paying for this, and find out where they're staying in Port Charles.
You're sending, I get it. You're sending me home to keep me out of harm's way.
No, it takes a lot of courage to do what you do for me. I need your help with this. I know you're gonna do a good job.
Okay, I'm sufficiently suited.
Listen, I trust you, okay? Find out as much as you can, as fast as you can.
I'm on the case.
Now we take the Russians out.
You didn't have to take me to dinner at the Metro Court. That's like the most expensive place you could have picked.
Well, your mother did just leave the country, and
Your family's diner did just burn down, and not just anybody can stand up to my sister.
Oh, well, you probably said too much. I'm just happy that your family had nothing to do with this. My Aunt Bobby and my dad will probably want to rebuild anyway.
I'd be more than happy to put up money.
Thank you, but I'm sure Nicholas or the Quartermains, they might pay for it, but we might even have insurance.
Well, I could have Cruz here by the morning.
Okay, don't take this the wrong way, but you know that I hate your dad and everything he represents, and I don't care if we have to build this place with our own bare hands. There is no way my family is taking a dime from the Zakaras.
Okay, who do you think just paid for the dinner we had? Who do you think buys my fancy cars and fills them up with gas?
Maybe it's time that you start making changes in your life.
You're right. You know what I love about you, Olivia? You come into town and you blame me for everything when you don't even know what's really going on. Why were you near the coffee house?
I'm
like I asked you
not
before.
allowed to order latte?
Well, you already told me that you were there to see Jason.
So who cares? I could have been any customer coming in there to get a cup of coffee and got stuck in the middle of a mob war.
And I would have pulled you out just as soon as I did.
Don't
right?
even try to turn this into something that's reasonable.
No, I'm just trying to tell you to stay out of trouble.
Trouble that you keep causing, like always.
Don't get mad, because you know it's not good for you.
Tell me to not get mad.
What?
What?
You're always mad, so it doesn't...
You're always causing trouble.
Well, because you like trouble. That's why you're always mad.
God, you are the most arrogant, egotistical man
Yeah,
I have
see what I'm talking about? Because you know I'm right. That's why you're saying that.
No negotiations. We hit back. We keep hitting. We make this so expensive and deadly for the Russians to be in the city that they want to leave town.
That could take a while.
Oh, it's gonna take a while. But when it's done, no one will ever start a war with me again.
Maxie?
You use everybody. You get off on hurting women.
I tried to do the right thing. I changed my mind.
This week,
Just when I thought that Dad couldn't hurt me more, he does.
Todd faces his worst fear.
Were you planning on stealing my baby? Answer me.
One life.
Hey, kids.